Hi, thanks for joining today's All Levels Vinyasa class. We are going to turn up the heat a little bit with a nice blood pumping flow. I hope you are ready to release any stagnant energy that you may be holding on to open up some space for what's to come. We'll get right into it. So starting in a child's pose here. If you're following along with the playlist, you can cue the first song up. And when you come into your child's pose, take those knees nice and wide, walk the hands out, and get active here. So that means plugging the tops of the fingertips into the mat, and then placing that forehead down. And notice the sensation from the fingertips all the way to the shoulders and that upper back. And then maybe even tent the hands. So reaching up, getting a little bit of a stretch here. And take a breath in. And on your exhale, walk the hands over to the right side of the mat, placing that left palm on top. And then just take that gentle side stretch here, sending the breath down the left side of the body. And inhale, walk the hands through center. And exhale them over to the other side. This time, right palm comes on top. Send the breath down the right side of the body. As we move and groove through today's practice, know that you can modify wherever you need to. Inhale, come through center. Pause for a few breaths in your child's pose. And modifications don't necessarily mean dropping down a knee or grabbing a block. That can also mean taking it up a notch, maybe finding one extra push-up, whatever you need or that your body is calling for today. I want you to explore those options. In your own time, start making your way up to a tabletop position. And then that right leg is going to come out to the side, so like a kickstand here. Press that foot flat into the mat. And as you breathe in, reach that right arm high. Nice and open here. You should feel this all the way down that right leg. As you exhale, almost like we're threading the needle here, just send that right hand between that left arm, left thigh. Inhale, sweep it back up. And exhale, repeat that motion. Breathing in to open. Exhaling to thread. And two more just like that. Breathe in. Last one here. Inhale that right arm up and drop it down to the mat. And now that right leg is going to come to the outside of the left foot. So you'll feel this in that back of the right calf. And switching arms now, left hand to the sky, find that twist. We have a whole body rotation here. It should feel nice and juicy. Look up to the sky if the neck allows. And exhale, left hand down, return to your tabletop. And we'll find those same poses on the opposite side. So now that left leg will come out flat into the mat. You press all four corners of the foot down. Inhale, left palm reaches to the sky, open up. And exhale as if you're threading that needle. Breathe in, sweep up. Exhale, thread. Keep it moving with your breath here. Opening up the chest and the lungs. Fill all the way up. And exhale all the way out. Last one. Breathe it up. Exhale, thread. Reach high. And drop that left hand down. Left leg is swinging to the outside of the right foot. Press those toes down. Fire up that left calf. And then sweep that right arm high. Take your twist. Nice and active all the way down the spine here. And exhale, release to your tabletop. Find a few cat-cows just rolling out the spine. Breathe in, reach the crown of the head high. Exhale, find your cat pose. Maybe you tuck the toes. Inhale, belly drops, look up. Exhale, round it out. Last one, breathe in, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Neutral spine. Then curl those toes under, send the hips high, and find your first downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Maybe move to the beat of the music here. Eventually finding some stillness. And take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Yeah, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Empty out any negativity. And we'll breathe in, opening up. Making space for what's to come. And sweep that right leg to the sky. And put a bend into the knee, open up the hip. So we're still pressing evenly into both palms here. Feeling that stretch, maybe rolling out the ankle. And on your exhale, right knee comes to the nose. Arch that back like you're in cat pose. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged dog. Knee to nose. This time, drop that right knee down. And then lift that left leg high so that foot is flexed. Take a breath in for length. On your exhale, that left knee will come toward the right wrist. So we're crunching in. Exhale, extend it out. Inhale it out. Exhale, crunch in. Knee comes toward the right wrist. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, twist. Extend that left leg out. And drop the toes back down. Right leg to the sky. Put a bend into the knee. Open up the hip. And this time, stay here or flip your dog. If you're flipping that dog, you want those feet to be about a hip's distance apart here. And take it back. Coming to a high plank. Soft bend in the elbows here. We're on our toes. Low belly is engaged. Breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg, take it to the sky. Put a bend into the knee. open up that hip. Pressing evenly into both palms. Maybe roll out that ankle. And on your exhale, left knee comes to the nose. Three-legged dog, breathe it high. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged. Knee to nose. This time that left knee comes down and right leg comes high. Extend it behind you. Breath in. Exhale, right knee comes toward that left wrist. We'll crunch. Extend out. Exhale, crunch in. Extend. Last one, crunch in toward that left wrist. Extend it back out, dropping the right toes down. We'll breathe the left leg back to the sky. And then put a bend into that knee, open up the hip, choosing to either stay here or flip that dog. Take your time setting this up if you flip. It's early in the practice yet. And come to your high plank. Work your way out of your flip dog, finding a steady breath. And exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Come to the top of the mat. And then find a rag doll. Or maybe you just let those arms drape down, totally releasing in that upper body. Close the eyes, maybe sway softly side to side. Roll out the neck and just hang here. And we'll release those hands down. On your breath in, fingertips to the shins. Find a flat back. Gaze is down so the neck is long. And exhale, forward fold, release. We'll do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time as you breathe in, come all the way up, drawing that left knee into the chest for majorette pose. On your exhale, send that left leg back, dropping the knee down, coming into a modified crescent lunge. We'll inhale, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep those arms back. Start to straighten that right leg so the right toes are to the ceiling here. It helps to keep those back toes curled under. Inhale in one sweeping motion back to majorette pose. Left knee comes up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, lift halfway and let it go. Take it on the other side. Breathe all the way up. Right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, coming to your modified crescent warrior. Drop that knee down. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, airplane them back as you straighten the left leg. One sweeping motion back to your majorette. Inhale, right knee comes up. Exhale, release. Halfway lift. Let it go. We'll do that again on each side. Breathe in, left leg up, majorette. Exhale, send it back, drop the left knee. Breathe in, modified crescent. Exhale, airplane the arms, straighten the right leg. Inhale, back up, left leg in. Exhale, release. Halfway lift. forward fold. Inhale, right knee comes up, majorette. Exhale, send it back. Right knee down. Inhale, modified crescent. Exhale, airplane the arms back, left toes point up. Come all the way to that majorette. Right knee comes in. And forward fold. All right, adding on here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, left knee in. Exhale, step it back. This time we're coming into our crescent warrior. So back knee stays up. We'll breathe those arms high. Nice job. Exhale, hands to the heart. Prayer twist to the right. Inhale, arms reach high, crescent. This time on your exhale, hands will come down to our hips as we step the right knee up. Inhale, drop that left foot, arms come high, and forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, and release. Right side, inhale, right knee comes up. Exhale, send it back, keeping the knee up this time for your crescent warrior. Reach the arms high, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take your prayer twist to the left. Inhale, back to crescent. On your exhale, hands by the hips, draw the right knee up. Breathe in, arms to the sky, and forward fold. Let's rinse this out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step it back. Find your vinyasa, whatever that looks like. Maybe you lower halfway to up dog. Maybe you lower all the way down. This is your practice. We'll meet in our down dog. And then looking between the hands, come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, left side, majorette. Knee comes in. Exhale, send it back. Crescent warrior. Breathe the arms high. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Come right into it here. Nice deep twist. Then look down at those right toes. Keeping the prayer twist, we'll come into our chair. Toes together, sit low. Breathe in, chair pose, arms come high. Exhale, skier's pose. Come onto the toes as you airplane those arms back. Yes, stay with it. Inhale, chair. On your exhale, we're lowering all the way down to boat pose. Yes. Stay with it here. Arms reach out, or maybe they come to the back of the legs. And then on your exhale, low boat. Straighten the legs. Arms come overhead if you have room. Inhale, back up to high boat. Exhale, come to low. And then pull the knees into the chest. We're going to try something fun here. We're going to rock and roll. See if we can come back into chair without using your hands. So holding on to the back of the thighs here, take a few rocks along the spine. And then see if you can come into that chair pose. So have fun with it here. No worries if you don't land it. Just we'll meet back in that chair. And forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Release. Inhale, right knee comes up. Let's take it on the other side. Exhale, step it back, crescent warrior. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Now keeping that twist, you know where we're going. Gaze comes down to the left foot. Let's step it up, chair with your twist. Inhale, come back to chair pose. Exhale, skier's pose. Come onto the toes. Reach those arms back. Breathe in, chair. Exhale, lower, going back to that boat pose. You've got this. Reach those arms out. Nice low boat. High boat. Low boat. Drop the head, wrap the knees in. We're rocking and rolling back to that chair pose. Take your time here, have fun with it. And once you're back in your chair, find a nice breath in. Maybe you cactus those arms. Exhale, forward fold. Nice job, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. We'll lower halfway. Inhale, up dog to downward facing dog. Okay, now that we're nice and warm, let's keep it going. Move with the beat and your breath. We'll inhale, right leg to the sky. And put a bend into the knee, open up the hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Arch the back and drop the right knee down. Left leg goes long. Exhale, left knee toward the right wrist. Nice, send it back, dropping the toes. Find your three-legged dog. Then step it forward, crescent warrior. Inhale, come up. Exhale, warrior two. So back foot is flat here. Gaze is over that right hand. Find an inhale. Exhale, side angle. Left hand goes high. And you can take that right elbow to the right thigh. And we'll reach that left hand over the ear. Find length all the way down the left side of the body. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the right leg, reach the right arm high. Nice. And then looking at that left foot, we'll pivot to the back of the mat for a dragonfly twist. So right palm comes down, left hand goes to the sky. And left hand drops down, setting up for balancing half moon. Take your time coming into this. We'll open it up. Maybe you take a block underneath that left hand. Now our hips are stacking on top of one another, right palm to the sky. Nice. Exhale, drop the right hand and right foot, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, release. Chair pose. Bend the knees, sweep the arms high. And then going right into skier's pose. Exhale, airplane those arms back, come onto the toes. Inhale, drop the heels, chair. Exhale, skier's pose. Inhale, chair. Last one, exhale, skier. Inhale as you drop those heels, come all the way up to stand and forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, flow through. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Put a bend into the knee, open up that hip. And exhale, knee to nose. Arch that back. Drop the left knee down, right leg goes long. Exhale to twist. Right knee to that left wrist. Send it back, dropping the toes, three-legged dog. Step it forward, crescent warrior. Breathe up. Exhale, open, warrior two. So yes, we are facing the back of the mat. We'll make our way to the front again, don't worry. Set that gaze. And on an exhale, left elbow to the left thigh. Reach the right arm to the sky. And if it feels good, stretch that right arm over the ear. Find length down the right side of the body. And we'll inhale, reverse your triangle. Straighten that left leg, reach up and back. Gaze comes down to the right foot now. We'll pivot back to the front of the mat for dragonfly twist. Left palm down, right hand to the sky. Now setting up for your balancing half moon, maybe you grab a block. We'll stack that left leg on top of the right. Find your peak, maybe breathe in that position for a few breaths. And we'll drop it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Chair pose, sit low. And exhale to skier's pose. Airplane those arms back, come onto the toes. Breathe in, drop the heels. Exhale, skier's pose. Inhale, chair. Last one, exhale, skier's pose. Inhale, drop the heels, come all the way up to stand, and forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Take your vinyasa, lowering halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, you have space now to take a few breaths in any pose that you'd like. Whether that's child's pose, you can stay in down dog, any inversion of your choosing. I'm going to walk through a dolphin pose here. So similar to setting up for a headstand, I like to kind of grab each elbow here. This gives you a measurement for how much space should be between the forearms. And then once you can comfortably grab the opposite elbow, you'll straighten the arms out, palms face down, and you'll grip into the mat like you would in a downward facing dog. So those palms and those fingertips are gripping or cupping into your space below. And then once you're ready, you'll reach those hips high and start to walk the toes in. And now here's the tricky part, the gaze is forward. You'll start to feel that stability in your upper body. Something feels off, you can always drop down, readjust, and then just play around with this sensation. If you'd like, you can lift one leg, maybe take a few hops, making sure to lift the other leg. And when you've had enough, you can come to your child's pose. Eventually, that's where we will all meet, but take your time getting there. If you want to move those arms behind you to give them a rest, it's a great modification for child's pose. Eventually making your way back to that downward facing dog. No rush, you can pedal the feet out and just get reacquainted with the pose. And we'll reach that right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And on your exhale, shift forward into a high plank, drawing that right knee into the chest. And stay with me here. This transition's a little funky, but it's fun. We're coming to side plank, left hand down. So see if you can do it without lifting or dropping that back knee. Right hand to the sky. And then that same knee is going to come back into the chest. So draw it in, and with control, step forward. Nice job. Inhale, crescent warrior. All right, hands to heart center, shift forward. We'll take that prayer twist again, hooking that right elbow, left elbow, I should say. And go ahead and drop that back knee down. Maybe keep the toes tucked. Twist is still active. And we'll inhale, modified crescent. Exhale, straighten that right leg as you airplane the arms back. Right toes reach high. And from here, one sweeping motion, majorette pose. Left knee into the chest. And from here, we're coming into tree pose. So try to keep that left leg lifted. Finding a home for that left foot anywhere on that right leg other than the knee. Just want to avoid our joints. You can reach the arms to the sky. You can keep the hands at heart center, whatever suits you today. Maybe you close your eyes for the ultimate test. I always wobble when I try. And from your tree pose, we'll take it to dancer. Again, trying to do this without dropping that left foot. We'll reach back, left thumb points up. I always think that's important to note here. We're grabbing the inside of your left foot. Right hand extends out, and then you press into the palm. So you're creating a little bit of resistance here. Feel that left thigh fire up. Yes, find your fullest expression of this pose. And exhale, release down. We'll inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Exhale, fold. Come back to that chair pose. Reach those arms up. Lots of chair today. On your exhale, we're going to lower all the way down. Yes, drop it down, boat pose again. And this time, hands to heart center. We'll take a few prayer twists to each side. So just twisting and moving with your breath here. When I say prayer twists, they're more like Russian twists. Yeah, twist it out side to side. Nice job. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in. We'll take those rocks and rolls again. Another chance to see if you can get to that chair pose without using your hands. Rock up and forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale to your vinyasa. We'll meet back in a down dog. And left leg to the sky. Take it high. And on your exhale, shift forward to that high plank. Left knee comes into the chest. Trying out that transition here. Side plank, right hand down. Left hand to the sky. All right, see if you can pull that left knee back into the chest and then step it forward, crescent warrior. Inhale, arms to the sky. Move into that prayer twist, shifting forward. We'll go to the left. And drop that knee down. Keep your twist here. Sometimes I find the twists are even deeper when you drop the bottom knee. Inhale, we'll come to that modified crescent. And exhale, airplane the arms. Left toes reach high. And inhale all the way up to your major head pose. And from here, move into a tree pose. Well, finding a home for that right foot now. Taking your time. And eventually, maybe you reach those arms high. You can look up. You can close those eyes. When you've had enough of your tree, transition into that dancer. And this time that right leg comes back. Right thumb points up as you grab the inside of the foot. Left hand forward. Press, press, press. Create that resistance. Nice, and then release it down. We'll inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit low, reach the arms high. All right, skier's pose again. Exhale those arms back, come onto the toes. Inhale, chair. Exhale, skier. Keep it going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, chair. Prayer twist to the right. Inhale, chair. Prayer twist to the left. Stay with it. Inhale, chair. To the right. Chair. To the left. Back up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Boat pose. To low boat. You've got this. High boat. Low boat. High boat, low boat, high boat and hold. You can grab the backs of the thighs, or maybe you take those twists again. Steady breath, stay with it. This is our last big push today. Hold, keep it twisting for 5, 4, smile, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in, give yourself a squeeze. And then start to rock and roll along that spine. See if you can come to that chair, no hands. Woo! Try it again. There we go. Take a breath in, make it count in your chair pose. And forward fold. Heel toe those feet nice and wide. Your choice if you want to take yogi toe lock with peace fingers around the toes, or if you want to slide the palms under and take gorilla. Either option is fine. We just want to stretch out the backs of the legs. Let that upper body hang. You can sway the head side to side. And release your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow through. We'll meet back in our downward facing dog. And reach that right leg to the sky. Put a bend into the knee, open up that hip. Choose to stay here or flip your dog again. Remember, feet hips distance, stretch forward. If you can drop down into a full wheel, be my guest. I'm jealous, it's awesome. And come back, three-legged dog. Take your time if you're in wheel, no rush. Exhale to step that right foot forward and then breathe up, crescent warrior. To warrior 2. Open it up, set the gaze over that right palm. And keeping that knee bent, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Last one, reach up and back. And take it to side angle. Right elbow to the right thigh, left hand to the sky. If you want a half or full bind here, that is always an option. If you take the bind, be sure to look up. We want to make sure that we're keeping the chest open and angled toward the ceiling. Take a few more breaths wherever you are. Inhale, reach up and back. This time you'll straighten that right leg. Reverse your triangle. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Reaching forward with that right hand, we'll come to our triangle pose. This is another great option for a block. I'm sure I say this every time, but it's true. This enhances the pose a lot. It keeps that upper body lifted so you're not dumping into the right palm. Beautiful job. Take one more breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reach up and back. Reverse that triangle. Exhale, hands to the mat. We'll bring them both to the inside of the right foot. So we're bending into that right knee here. And then walk the right foot out to the edge of the mat. It's almost like we're taking a really wide stance here. And then reach that right arm high. So this is like a dragonfly twist. You just have that right foot out a little further, a little bit deeper. You should feel this in the hip. If you want to drop the left knee, you can. And just prepping for our hip openers shortly. All right, so if that left knee isn't down already, feel free to drop it now. This is another fun transition. We're going to turn to the right side of the room. So my back will be to you for a moment. We're coming into a twist. So we're sitting onto that left hip. Right knee is up. Right hand will come behind the body. Reach that left arm high, and then take your twist. Just to give you a visual here of what this looks like from the front. You should have that right foot planted. As you unwind, we'll come out of this. There's no easy way really to get back to your down dog. It probably won't look great, but that's fine. Not every practice is perfect. That's why it is called a practice. All right, take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale it out of the mouth. Reach that left leg to the sky. Put a bend into the knee, open up the hip. Flip your dog if you'd like. If you have full wheel and you want to drop down, this is your chance. And take it back. Three-legged dog. Step it forward for crescent warrior. Arms sweep to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Bend into that left knee. Set your gaze. And as you flip that left palm, breathe into reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Last one, inhale. Exhale, side angle. Find the version you need. Whether that be a half or a full bind. You can also revisit our pose from earlier, sweeping that right arm over the ear. And take a few more breaths wherever you are. And on your inhale, we'll straighten that left leg. Reach up and back. Reverse your triangle. Exhale, hinge at the hips as you stretch forward. Triangle pose. Grab a block if you'd like one. Set your gaze to the ceiling. And let that neck drop. Creating those last bits of space here. If you're holding on to anything more, this is your chance to release it and let your mat take over. And we'll inhale, reverse your triangle one more time. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Come to the inside of that left foot, and we'll wiggle it out to the side, keeping that back knee up or down, your choice. And eventually reach that left hand to the sky. So just opening up for a wide-legged dragonfly twist. And from here, it may be easier to drop the knee for our transition. Coming into that seated twist here, we'll continue to turn to the left and flopping onto that right hip. And then setting up, so this time that left foot is down. Left hand will come behind us. Inhale, right arm high, and take that twist. All right, come all the way out. Start to make your way back to that down dog. Again, this may not be a pretty transition, but that's okay. And we'll reach that right leg to the sky. And take that right knee toward the right wrist here. So setting up for your half pigeon. We'll wiggle that back knee further back. Start to walk the hands forward and find a comfortable place to rest that upper body. Maybe hands come to them, forehead comes to the hands or the mat. If you enjoy half pigeon and want to take it to king pigeon, you can reach back with that left hand, grabbing onto the back foot, similar to the way we would in our dancer's pose. You should feel this stretch all the way down that right or left hamstring as well. My left and rights today, all over the place. And slowly start to release out. Whether you're in king pigeon or half pigeon, we'll make our way back to that downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. And then reach the left leg high, setting up for your half pigeon on the other side. Left knee comes toward that left wrist. Set it up. And slowly walk the hands out. Coming to rest that forehead down. You can grab a block or a bolster here if that helps as well. And if king pigeon is in your practice, you can lift up, bending into that right knee and reaching back to the top of the foot, taking your stretch. Taking a few more breaths wherever you are. And then we'll circle that right leg around. So we're coming to a seat. Both legs are stretched out long in front of us. Find a seated forward fold. Plugging the sits bones into the mat, flex the toes. Inhale the arms high. And exhale, fold over the toes. You can bend the knees here if you'd like. We grab onto the tops of the feet and press. You can give those toes a nice stretch as well. And inhale to lift up. And exhale to lower all the way down. Drawing those knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. And then take them over to the right side of the room. Teeing out the arms, we'll look to the left. Closing out with a gentle twist today. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Look over the right shoulder. Come back through center, hug those knees in one last time. Take a breath in. Exhale, release out. Find a comfortable place for your legs to rest. Allow the arms to fall by your sides or overhead if you need a little extra energy today. Let the body settle in, completely surrender to the pose. Shavasana. Begin to wiggle the toes and the fingertips, drawing life back into the body. You can gently sway the head side to side, wake up the neck. And your choice if you want to roll to one side for fetal position. Either way, we'll meet in a seat at the top of our mats. Eyes closed, hands at heart center. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Hands come to third eye center, and together we bow and say, Namaste.